Hey everyone, yeah, so we're back again. Like I promised, I said I was going to be like doing videos of tutorials and not just do, sorry, blah, blah, blah. Not just videos of tutorials, but videos of the theory parts of the tutorials. So today I'm talking about pricing. I can't really give you the full details. I'm just going to give you an idea of how I price my work. So before we go on, please remember to click the subscription button, subscribe and like the video. I would love to see your comments. You can send me an email too. So thank you for doing that. So moving on, pricing. How do I price my work? We know the big wave now is the organic balloons and all of that. So I'm just going to share with you the idea of I have of pricing the organic balloon. This is not straight up because if I'm going to go into the actual pricing, it might take so long. So what I'm going to do is I know I'm sure most of you would know Sue Bola. I know she has a blog where she talks about a lot of things. On a blog, she's got different blogs on pricing. So I'm going to put the link of her blog below, and then you can just go onto her blog and get more information, more in-depth information about pricing. So I'm just going to breeze through it so you guys don't get bored of me talking too long. Oh yes, so with organic balloons, I belong to quite a few balloon groups where people talk about various things, and I think the groups have helped me in so many ways. One of the groups is the Qualitex Balloon Network group, which is the QBN group. You can only join that if you're a QBN member. And then there's the Qualitex group, which is the general one. Anyone can join that group. There's the Balloon Friends group. There's so many groups. I'm going to do a proper video on all the groups so that you guys can get... So that my next video will be on telling you about the groups that you can join to learn more about balloon art history. And people share a lot of stuff from that group. So moving on. Pricing organic balloons. I've seen... people like price the organic balloons to me at ridiculous prices, but well, it's each to each his own. How do they say that? Yeah, so we all have our various ways of valuing our work. I put so much value into what I do because I put my time, I put my money, I put my energy into my work. I put the love I have into my work. So I would expect to like make money from what I do. So it's not about me working every weekend. It is about me doing something I love and being happy at the end of it all. So it's not just about doing what you love and then at the end of the day, I don't make anything from it. So yes, I make sure I price my work accordingly. Okay, so you're doing an organic garland. I'm sure a lot of you would have seen my work and you see that I just don't do a bare organic garland. I make it so rich and full. Yes, you get some customers that would have a very low budget and would just want to do like something really basic. Yes, you can do that. Why not? But at least still make sure you're pricing on the quantity of balloons. That is the amount of balloons you're using for that particular work. You're pricing on the time you're putting into that work. So for instance, you're doing an organic balloon and you're spending 2 hours on blowing up the balloons and another hour on setting it up. So definitely you need to price the hours you're using for that work. So for instance, so I've said 3 hours now. So for me, I could charge £20 per hour for my work. You could charge £10 per hour for your work. So that is your work. And then you need to charge for your overheads. Your overheads is your day-to-day expenses. You're working from home, you need to charge overhead. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be just those who have a shop. Your overheads is your electricity, is your gas, is your light bill, the space you're putting your work items. That is your rent, everything that has to do with your day-to-day living. That's your overhead. So you need to calculate that too. And then you need to calculate the people that are helping you. Are you using a van for this job? Are you driving your car? Are you buying fuel? Are you going to be eating on the job? You need to calculate that to put that into consideration. Even if you're going to work for just 3 hours, I would expect that you're putting your sweat, your time into it. So yes, you need to put that into consideration. So all those things are the things. And then you need to, if you're using a fishing line to tie to make up the balloon, organic balloon gallons, you need to price for that too. How much fishing line are you using? How much is a roll of fishing line? You need to put that into consideration. So you need to look at every little bit of what you're putting into work. So you just don't guesstimate and see, oh, this is just, the gallon is just from here to here, so I will charge £50. I feel it's so wrong. But to be honest, to each his own. It all depends on what you want at the end of the day. I've seen people make thousands of pounds, thousands of dollars from doing balloon business. Some have sent their kids to school. They've made so much money. So why can't you make the same amount of money? Why would you just think, oh yes, let me just make £20, let me make £10 because I think, oh, the work is, but you're not putting everything you're putting into that work into consideration. You're putting your time, you're putting your sweat, you're putting your family time, you're putting so much into that little thing you think you've done. You understand me? So I think we should do that. Have a think. How far do I want to go with this business? Do I want to make money out of it? Do I just want to do it for the fun of it? Put all that into consideration and, charge better, price your work better. From one of the balloon groups, I know for organic garlands, it's just an idea. I know some would charge from, the minimum I've seen is like £20 per foot, which I think is quite reasonable for some. I think they've calculated that based on their based on where they live, based on their overheads, and based on every other aspect of their lives of what they're actually doing. I've seen some charge £100, £150 per foot for an organic garland, because that garland, with an organic garland, you're not just using 11 inches. You're using 11 inches, you're using 16 inches, you're using 3 foot, you're using 2 foot, you're using metallic balloons, you're using orbs, you're using confetti balloons, you're using so many things. For instance, a standard organic garland would need 11 inches, 16 inches, 24 inches, 3 foot, and then you're doing 5 different colors. So you need to buy, and 5 inches, I forgot to mention 5 inches. So you need to buy balloons in every color, in all those sizes. Fine, you're not going to use up all the balloons. You're going to have the balloons for, but what if the colors you're using for that particular job are not the common colors? Because I know, for me, I have some colors that I only use like once in 2 years. So you need to put all of that into consideration and, make sure you're pricing your work right. I'm just going to stop here and not bore you some more. I hope you understand every aspect of what I've said. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please ensure you subscribe, share, like my work. I would love to see your comments, please. You can send me a message on Instagram, send me an email. I'm ready to respond. Comment below what you think about this video, what your ideas are, what you think about pricing. How have you priced your work? Have you been undervaluing your work? Please, let's do better for everyone. Loads of people, there's money to make in this business, trust me. You just need to do it right. Thank you for watching. See you some other time. Bye for now.